So I came to know Christ a little over a year and a half ago. I remember being excited and eager to share my faith, but I was absolutely scared. And I can remember praying, God, please grant me an opportunity to do that. I was leaving work one afternoon. I saw a gentleman standing on the corner, a homeless gentleman. I'd never done anything like this before, but I kind of waved at him, told him to come and step into my vehicle, and said, hey man, I got 20 bucks. I'll take you to the grocery store. You can buy anything you want as long as it's not cigarettes or booze. I can remember praying, God, please give me something to talk about. Please give me something to say. And by his grace, we shared some of the same struggles. So just talking with him down a Walmart aisle is where I began to build a relationship with him. And then over the next couple months, I'd see him from time to time again, standing on that same street corner. And it was always, hey man, 20 bucks for groceries. Out of that, one Sunday morning, I went to pick up him and a few of his friends and just take him to church and to grab some lunch. And by God's grace, one Sunday, he and we came to Watermark. His name was Moses. He was baptized with me right here. He and another friend of mine by the name of Clark, we were all baptized together. He'd call me on Saturdays and he said, John, I met a woman who would like to come to church. Can we find an extra seat? And I said, absolutely. So I picked him up and then we drove over to a halfway house where she was staying and picked her up and started to get to know her there as well. And so we said to her, hey, invite anyone you think would be interested in coming. There were days where we had 6 cars caravanning to and from church. We jumped on Craigslist, and a friend of mine, he started looking at vans. And we were able to find a van that was owned by a kindergarten. We pick them up, we share with them the hope that God has given us, that idea of the gospel, and how God is continuously and ferociously pursuing us. And then we just bring them to church. We'd introduce them to a body where they felt welcomed, where they found dignity and humanity that at times they'd forgotten in themselves and they'd forgotten from their interactions with other people. And then we just grab lunch. We'd sit there, get to know them, hear about their families, their kids, their backstory, where they're from, what they like. We intentionally and continuously use the term of extended family. If you get to know their story, it's oftentimes the same as mine, and there's just one decision of a difference. Just one decision that oftentimes allows them to go a separate direction than where I've gone. I love the homeless because God first loved me. And I love the homeless because they're no different.